Hello and welcome to Breaking Bread with Rivaaj Maharaj, where nothing is off the table. For today's episode, I wanted to talk about Kiril Dmitriev's reaction to an article by the Telegraph and Dmitriev's post on X. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I've come across an article on X and it's actually, I'll pin the article here. It's Kiril Dmitriev's reaction to an article in the Telegraph regarding Keir Starmer. And Kiril Dmitriev says, poor, no global statesman, Starmer failure at everything. Just summarizing the Telegraph. And the Telegraph says, in inverted commas, Keir Starmer's relationship with President Trump has irretrievably broken down, while Britain's military weakness has been exposed by the response to the Gulf crisis, Telegraph view. Now, again, I'm going to say that what you think of Donald Trump, what you think of Netanyahu, what you think of Putin, what you think of Viktor Orban is immaterial. What I think is immaterial. I'm just highlighting the facts here. This stance by Starmer is something that 15, 20, 10 years ago would have been acceptable. Because it's the nature of these types of politicians. Politicians of this caliber were bred in that era. Flip-floppers, word salad, Kamala Harris's word salad bullshit. People that just, they open their mouth and nothing but lies and nonsense and bullshit comes out. And yeah, Keir Starmer was okay for that type of era. He is not okay for the era that we are in currently. So again, what you think of these leaders is immaterial. The circumstances of the nature of the era that we're in at the moment demands somebody that is strong and decisive. I often say more is lost by indecision than wrong decision. These politicians of today are so afraid. They're impotent. Why? Because they're afraid to make a decision should they offend somebody. You've now gotten to the point. I'm a chef and we see this in the food industry all the time. We go out to do an event. We get the menu before the event. We're preparing for 1,300 people, okay? The menu has got gluten on it. There's nuts in the menu. There's garlic in the menu. There's coriander in the menu. And then you go and look at the dietary requirements. Okay, somebody's gluten intolerant. Somebody can't have nuts. So we then start changing that menu. Now, every ingredient in that menu originally was there for a reason, because a combined bite of all those ingredients on the palate culminates in what the chef wants you to experience. It's a sensory, palatable, explosion that we want you to experience. Now we're at a point where we become impotent because we say, oh, somebody doesn't like garlic. Okay, so we've removed nuts, we've removed gluten, we've removed garlic. Somebody's coriander allergic, we've removed that. Do you see how the dish has been watered down and bastardized to a point where it is so bland and insignificant, and it is so far removed from what the original dish was? I always joke and I say, let's just take a photograph of the dish, put it out there for everybody who has an aversion to this, that, or the other. And I'm not downplaying the allergy factor. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be taken into account. I'm saying on a menu for 1,300 people, you have 10 people that come in with severe allergies that can't have this, can't have that, can't have that. And I respect that. But would it not be better for you to have brought in your own food? Because your allergy is so severe. Do you want to play Russian roulette with your own life in an environment where all these items are present? Because that other dish is still being prepared. But do you see, as a chef, you're terrified now. You think, why should I do this? And this is where the politicians find themselves. They're so terrified of offending anybody that trying to appease everybody, they become impotent. They're incapable of making a decision. And this is what Starmer is. He's a product of that era. He is a product of people who cannot make a decision but want to be liked and loved by everybody. And the world at the moment is, mate, it's this way or the highway. Like it or lump it, I don't give a shit. That is the world at the moment. Now, he is not that. He is the type of person that wants to make everybody happy. So he doesn't fit in. Again, what you think of Orban, what you think of Trump, what you think of Modi, what you think of Putin, what you think of Malay, what you think of Meloni is immaterial. This is the world you are in. It's a dog-eat-dog world. And if you're going to play appeasement politics in this world, you will sell your country and your people down the line. You will be looked at as a weakling. You will be sniffed out in a room full of alpha males and alpha women. You will be sniffed out. You will be taken the piss out of, and you will be used, abused, and hung out to dry. Look at the Pakistanis. What has Trump done to the Pakistanis? Use them for everything. Now, Shehbaz Sharif is coming out saying that Lebanon was part of the deal. The Israelis are saying, no, it wasn't. Trump is saying, no, it wasn't. So who's sitting with egg on their face? And this is why the Indians didn't want to get involved. Because in this era of politics, you take a stand, you stand by it. Then you need a strong person. And, this reply here by Max David is succinct as can be. Keir Starmer does not come across as a strong leader. He does not compare at all with President Trump and Netanyahu. He needs to toughen up if you want to influence the global stage. That is what I'm saying. You cannot play appeasement politics in this era. It's gone. It's over. It is gone. It is over. That generation where you want to pander to everybody, it's over. Now, it's every country for itself. So you need a leader out there. I keep saying we need a leader in the United Kingdom with balls. Somebody that has balls and is prepared to put the British public first. And I'm not talking about, people that you are bringing into. I'm talking about people that are here within the country, people that have come into the country, contributed to the country. You need to put them first. And this is solely what this government is not doing. And that is why Kiril Dmitriev is sitting back and laughing. Because you can say what you want about Vladimir Putin. You can say what you want about Viktor Orban. It doesn't matter. I'm not telling you they're good. I'm not telling you they're bad. I'm not telling you to vote for them or to vote against them. I'm telling you that the way the world is as it is today, they're the only people making headway. Europe, for the large part, is defunct. It has made itself irrelevant. It has its inability to take a position. Even on Iran, it took a position in such a haphazard manner that it was almost an indecisive position. And then the position that it eventually took, we have no appetite, was not based on realism. It was based on, oh, you did this to me and you said that about Europe, and Trump did this, and at Davos and at the G7 and, at Munich, and he's always had a go at us. Now we're going to teach him. This is his nemesis. This is his Achilles heel. And what has it done? It's gone and backfired. So again, you can say what you want about the Russians. You can say what you want about Kiril Dmitriev. People respect you more if you take a stand, rather than trying to make everybody happy. Because trying to make everybody happy makes you the enemy of everybody. You'd rather have two people behind you than everybody who's behind you, but only behind you because you're making them happy at any given time. You've seen it when Kamala Harris put out that advert, I think it was on Facebook, trying to appease the Jewish population, but at the same time trying to appease the Muslim population on the Palestinian issue. And how it backfired. Because you come across as somebody that's an idiot, somebody that has no clue. Say what you have to say. People will like it and people will not like it. That's the nature of the world. But you will be respected even by people that don't like you because you have taken a stand. Yes, educated people that don't like you will respect you. The morons that just go out there, that play politics and want to, engage in this gutter politics and, start attacking you personally, and that's not going to work. Those people are insignificant. Those trolls, they're insignificant. I'm talking about people of consequence that matter. People that you can sit down and have a discussion with and not let it get into a boxing match. That is what I'm talking about. These politicians pander to that group or segment of society in the world that the moment you say something that they don't agree with, they start attacking you. They want to come at you. They want to come to your home. They want to beat you up. They threaten you. That's not what I'm talking about. If you are aiming for that vote, you as thick as that lot are. I'm talking about people that can sit down and have a civilized discussion and conversation and disagree, but still leave there having enlightened each other. And this is what Kiril Dmitriev is saying. This is what Max David is saying. So I want to thank you for spending time with us. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. And please remember to like, share and subscribe, as it helps us with the algorithm and it helps our channel to grow.